Welcome back to my channel, dear students. Here is the definite integral. This is the one part of the definite integral, and this form look like a limit. This is a limit, and now it can be expressed as the integral. Then find the value of that all these 5 problem. Okay, now see for the question number 1. Okay, see, find the question number 1. This is limit n tends to infinity, and that is here 1 by n plus root over n square minus 1 square over n square. Okay, and root over n square minus 2 square over n square plus dot dot, and this is under root of n square minus n minus 1 whole square. This is n minus 1 whole square by n square. Okay, now see, this is the form of 1 square, so it can be expressed as like that. Okay, so this is here n square. We can write here also n, and n can be expressed as n square minus 0 square. So this is n square, this is n square minus 1 square over n square. So this is here under root n square minus n minus 1 whole square over n square. Okay, so okay, see, limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. Now take a common n square from each of the expressions. So here is, we have left here n. So here is 1 square, 1 minus 0 by n whole square actually, and this is n, and this is 1 minus 1 by n whole square. Okay, and now this is here n, and under root 1 minus n minus 1 by n whole square. Okay, and this is n tends to infinity, and this is the addition. So now convert in a summation. This is root over 1 minus, this is here is change 0 1 2 to n minus 1. So now r by n whole square. This is r by n whole square over n, and that is here start from 0 to n minus 1 here. Okay, so here x is equal to actually r by n. Now find the lower limit of this integral. This is lower limit. Here is the lower limit is 0, and here is the lower limit is n minus 1. Now when r tends to 0, then x tends to actually 0 by n, since n tends to infinity. So therefore x tends to 0 into 0. So this is tends to 0. So therefore the lower limit is 1. Upper limit x tends to here is n minus 1 by n. So see, upper limit n minus 1, in place of r we put here n minus 1. So 1 minus 1 by n, since 1 by n here is 0. So here is n tends to infinity. So this is tends to 1. So this is tends to 1. For 1 by n, it is a dx. So this is under root of 1 minus x square, and 1 by n means this is a dx. And now apply the formula. Here is x into under root of 1 minus x square by 2 plus 1 by a square by 2. This is 1 by 2. This is sine inverse x by 1. Okay, this is x by 1, and lower limit is 0, upper limit is 1. So put here 1, then we got here 0. If put here 1, then sine inverse 1. So sine inverse 1 means sine inverse sine 90. So this is, we can write here pi by 2. If we put here 0, then whole thing is 0, and same as this is whole thing is 0. So answer is here pi by 4. Okay, I think all of you better understood. Very interesting question. See carefully. Now go to the question number 2. Okay, see, this is the more interesting question, and also say n tends to infinity. So n plus 1, n plus 2, 1 by, and this is 1 over n plus 3, and this is here 1 over nv, and this part is more impressive. So see, how would I express like that? So this is here n plus 1, 1 over n plus 1, 1 over n plus 2, and this is dot dot, and see, now we can write here n. Each and every term in the first term we had n, so write here n. So now here is nb, as this is be added, so subtracting by n here, so balancing for that. Okay, now again n tends to infinity, and this is here 1 by n plus 1, 1 over n plus 2, 1 over n plus 3. Okay, dot dot. Now n plus n times of b minus 1. Okay, so now for this type of limit, we will convert the integral, so we have need a 1 by n factor for the each term, so we take a common here 1 by n. So what is the formation is here 1 by n, 1 over 1 plus 2 by n, and this is 1 plus n minus b minus 1 over n. Okay, now convert this as an integral. X means actually r by n, so now convert as a summation, then after integral, so 1 by n, so this is a summation from 1 to n times of b minus 1 here. Okay, so this is actually 1 over 1 plus r by n. Okay, for r by n is equal to x here, so now this is an integral, lower limit here is n, so 1, so now then x tends to 1 over n, so 1 over n means 0, n is an infinity, so here is actually x is equal to r by n, so r means here upper limit n times of b minus 1 by n, so this is tends to b minus 1, so upper limit here b minus 1. Now take as a 1 by 1 plus this is as a x, and 1 by n means this is dx, so this is ln 1 plus x, and this is 0 to b minus 1, so we put here upper limit first, this is 1 plus b minus 1, then ln 1 plus 0. Okay, so this is ln b. Very interesting question, see carefully. Now proceed to the question number 3rd. But say in the first and second question there is addition, but here is in the form of product. So in that case we have to take a logarithm on both sides. So then it as a expand as a addition. So then after if convert it is an integral. Okay. Now limit n tends to infinity, that is factorial n to the power 1 by n. So let, and this is we can write here n tends to infinity, and this is factorial n, and n to the power n whole to the power 1 by n actually. So let a is equal to factorial n over n to the power n and whole to the power 1 by n. So take logarithm, so log to the base e actually, and this is here 1 by n, so we write here ln, so factorial n by n to the power n, so log a to the base e, I can write log a to the base e or ln a, same thing here is, so ln here 1 dot 2 dot 3 dot n over n. Okay, and this is we can write here 1 by n, 2 by n, this is ln n over n. Now we can apply the limit n tends to infinity, this is ln we can write, and summation limit n tends to infinity 1 by n, and this is as a summation, this is ln, this is ln r by n actually 1 to 3, this is changing here is 1 2 3, and this numerator part, so replaced by r, so r here is 1 to n, so this is the lower limit, so x is equal to r by n, so lower limit if we put 1 then we got here 0, same thing n by n, this is here 1, so ln x and dx actually. Now find the value of that. If we integrate this is log x dx, so actually ln x and this is dx If we differentiate, then we got x, and this is x and dx. Okay, x ln x minus x actually, and this is c. So c x ln x minus x, this is 0 to 1. Okay, this is 0 to 1. So we can put here, we got here minus 1 only. Okay, and now ln limit n tends to infinity, and this is a, and this is minus 1. We take antilog, so we got here limit n tends to infinity a, and this is, if we eliminate ln, so we got here e to the power minus 1, so 1 by e, your answer. Okay, therefore again write here limit n tends to infinity, and a means this is a figure, so expression, this is n factorial n to the power n and 1 by n, and this is 1 by e. Okay, see the question number 4. See the question number 4. This is also in product form. So first we write the question here. So 1 plus 1 square by n square, 1 plus 2 square by n square, 1 plus n square by n square, whole to the power 1 by n. Okay, so let us assume as a, and that is 1 plus 1 square by n square, 1 plus 2 square by n square, 1 plus n square by n square, this is whole to the power n. Okay, so now ln a, and this is power is 1 by n. So if we take logarithm, so and these all are addition, so 1 plus 1 square by n square, so ln 1 plus 2 square by n square, so ln 1 plus n square by n square. So this is 1 by n, actually summation ln 1 plus r square by n square. Okay, 1 plus r square by n square, and start from r equal to 1 to n. So take, this is n tends to infinity ln a, and this is limit n tends to infinity 1 by n ln 1 plus r square by n square. So see ln limit n tends to infinity, and this is here a, and now sorry, this is as a summation 1 to n. Okay, now here is the integral, so x equal to r by n. So if we put here r1, so we got there 1 by n, as n tends to infinity, so the lower limit is 0. If we put here n, upper limit is n, so n by n, so upper limit here is n, 1, so 1 by n means dx, and this is ln 1 plus x square. First improper integral, and this is log 1 plus x square dx ln x, actually ln 1 plus x square. We can write here 1 ln x square, and this is dx means here x. Okay, minus, if we differentiate, then we got here 1 plus x square, and derivative of x square is twice x, and dx of x is x. Okay, and dx, so x ln 1 plus x square, this is minus 2, this is here x square, so doing x square plus 1 minus 1 by x square plus 1 dx. So we got here x ln 1 plus x square minus 2x, and this is 2 tan inverse x plus c. Okay, so now this is the indefinite integral, this is actually 1 and tan inverse x plus 2 tan inverse x. Okay, right, and 2 tan inverse x, this is here 0 to 1. Okay, if we put here 1, then we got here ln 2. If we put here 1, then we got here 2. If we put here 1, then 2 into pi by 4. 1, this is tan inverse 1, so tan inverse tan pi by 4, so we got here pi by 4. If we put 0 0 0 0 and this all 0, so this is here ln2 plus actually this is here pi by 2 minus 2. Okay, so you can write here ln2 pi by 2 minus 2 ln e. So this is transferred to the power. So this is 2 into e to the power pi by 2 minus 2. This is here ln limit n tends to infinity. This as a, therefore take anti-log, limit n tends to infinity. A, this is 2 times of e to the power pi by 2 minus 2. Pi by 2 minus 2, pi by 2 minus 2, log e and transfer to the power. So this is 2 into e to the power pi by 2 minus 2. Okay, right. This is your answer for the fourth. Now proceed to the fifth. Very interesting question. This also. See. See, for 5 here, same problem. This is, and this is also more interesting problem. See, this is here factorial n to the power n, this is here 1 by n. So let a is equal to two n factorial n to the power n whole to the power 1 by n. So ln a, and that would be 1 by n, power come to the front for logarithm property. That is factorial to n. This is factorial n and n to the power n. Okay, and this is here 1 by n. This is here 1 by n ln. Right here 2n minus 1 dot 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 n plus 1 n minus 1 dot 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 2 dot 1, and each factor divided by n. Okay, so here is a 2n to n plus 1, so number of factor here is n, so n to the power n balance with this. Okay, and now remaining factorial n is actually cancelled by these two. Okay, I can write 1 by n. First write here, this is 1 plus 1 by n. In the previous term there is a n plus 2, so n plus 2 by n, so n plus 2 n by n 1 and 2 by n. After the previous term for that, this is n plus 3, so n by n means 1 and 3 by n dot dot dot, and here is n plus n, so here is n plus n, so 1 plus n by n. Okay, I think better understood. So we can easily write here the addition form, and this is ln 1 plus 1 by n plus ln 1 plus 2 by n plus ln 1 plus 3 by n plus dot dot ln 1 plus n by n. Okay, see again right here, this is 1 by n, see summation, this is ln 1 plus 1 by n, this is, we can write 1 2 3 like that, so ln 1 plus r by n, similar thing actually, and start from r here 1 and ending with n, so this is the lower and upper limit. So now this is okay, now take a logarithm, n tends to infinity. So here n tends to infinity and ln a, and this is equal to limit n tends to infinity, that is here 1 by n, and summation, and this is here r equal to 1 to n, so ln here 1 plus r by n. Okay, so this is here logarithm limit n tends to infinity and a, and that is equal to integral. See, lower limit is 1. So similarly, same thing, this is r by n. So if we put here 1, so 1 by n got 0, n by n got 1. So this is here ln 1 plus x and dx. Now this is here indefinite integral. So this is integral ln 1 plus x and dx. So see, this is x ln 1 plus x minus differentiate this, we got here this integral dx means x and dx. So see x ln 1 plus x, and this is here actually x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 1 dx. So again write here x ln 1 plus x, this by this dx is means x plus ln 1 plus x plus c. So this is the indefinite integral. So again write, this is ln limit n tends to infinity, and this is here a within the third bracket x ln 1 plus x minus x plus ln 1 plus x, and this is here 0 to 1. So if we put 0, then whole thing is 0. This is, sorry, this is here 1. If we put 1, then we got here ln 2. This is minus 1. This is also ln 2. If we put 0, 0, 0 and 0, okay, this is 2 ln 2 minus 1. So this is here ln 4, or minus 1 means ln e. So you can write here ln 4 by e. So see, take unlock, n tends to infinity a, this is 4 by e. Again write ln tends to n tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity, a means this is your expression, this is twice n factorial, this is n factorial or n to the power n whole to the power 1 by n, this is 4 by e, and this is your answer. Okay, if you like this video, then share this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.